Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are only a few days away from AEW Revolution, so close we could taste it on the tip of our tongue. And we are here to do some AEW Revolution predictions for all the 8 matches that we are currently getting. Yes, there's probably going to be more added on Rampage. We all know how Tony Khan likes to book these shows, but at the moment let's just hope that it stays at 8 matches, because I would like to go to bed before 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's just jump straight into it. First of all, we have Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy in a no-holds-barred match. I think this is a pretty simple one. I feel like this is the finale of the rivalry that we were supposed to get a full gear a couple of months ago, until Christian got injured. I think it's pretty simple enough to guess that Jungle Boy is going to win this rivalry. They've spent all this time building the guy up. I feel like Christian winning doesn't make much sense. I get it if they wanted to extend the rivalry a bit just to make sure they didn't miss any of the beats that they did have originally planned, but we've kind of known this is coming and it's still looming in the background. So I am going to pick Jungle Boy to win this quite decisively as well. Now, with the JAS banned from ringside, we have Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho. This feud has been going on forever. Sure, it's only been about a month and a bit, but it's been going on forever. I feel like Ricky's winning. I don't think Jericho needs the win. I feel like Ricky needs it and needs to move up to greener pastures. It's all well and good fighting Chris Jericho, but when you've got the JAS involved, who, to be honest, aren't as strong as the Inner Circle were, I feel like Ricky's going to get held back if he continues the feud. Whereas Ricky Starks, as we have all seen, has the ability to be the guy. He's got the look, he's got the mic skills, he's fantastic in the ring. He could totally be the guy at the end of the year to beat MJF. Spoilers. Or Bryan Danielson. My pick is Ricky, unless someone who isn't a JAS member, Action Andretti, comes out and attacks Ricky. Now we have the first title match on this list, which is for the TNT title, pitting Samoa Joe against Wardlow. I don't know which way this is going to go. Both ways this can end would make perfect sense. Samoa Joe versus Powerhouse Hobbs down the line, I would love to see it. Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs, I'd also like to see it. The only thing that makes me stretch for Joe winning this is the fact Wardlow doesn't need the title. He needs to stay away from it and keep pushing up into that main event picture, which is where we all thought he'd be by now. Unfortunately, he was held back after the MJF incident, and then the TNT title run wasn't that great. I can also see why Wardlow would win this. Like, his interview where he was speaking about his dad made perfect sense to give him that big babyface push for that amazing win. But the title has also been hot shot quite a lot. Makes me feel like Joe's not going to lose it. There's so many people he could have a fantastic match with, so I'm going to stick with Samoa Joe on this one. Now for the most bonkers match on the actual card, we have a fatal 4-way tag team match for the AEW Tag Team Championship, pitting the Guns, putting the title on the line against the Acclaimed, Team TNA Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, and Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. What is this match? Especially when on Rampage we're getting the fatal 4-way tag team match between the BCC, the Dark Order, Top Flight, and Aussie Open. That sounds more like a pay-per-view standard match to me. I think I'm going to be the only guy who probably says this across all the YouTube videos that you're going to see, but I truly think the Guns are retaining on this one. I understand the Acclaimed winning it. I also don't think they need it. They are possibly more over than the title. Team TNA, absolutely not. There is no way on God's green earth they're going to put the title on Jeff Jarrett. I understand if they did, because it's Jeff Jarrett, but also it's Jeff Jarrett. Orange Cassidy and Danhausen could be a pick here. Orange Cassidy could become the second ever double champion, funnily enough also having the All-Atlantic Championship. But with the rumors of FTR are definitely the ones stapled in to be the guys to take the titles off the Guns, well, it makes sense. There's story there. There's unfinished story there. So, unfortunately, I do have the Ass Boys winning here. Now for the AEW Trios Championships, we have the Elite versus the House of Black. What is the story here apart from light off, light on? That's all that has really happened here. It just feels like a match quickly thrown together to get the Elite on the card, which is a shame because an actual storyline with the House of Black would be fantastic. So I do have the Elite going over here. I also had the thought that I will say out loud that Punk and FTR are coming out after this match. Yeah, it might never happen. We might never see Punk again in the company, but the guy does know how to turn a shoot into a work, and all of the talk that's been happening with everybody in Kenny Omega's interview recently, they could totally make this work. Whether or not that happens, though, is to be seen. Like, I don't think there's going to be many big surprises on the show, but the Elite are going to retain. It might be one of the best matches of the night as well. Next, we have the hardest match to pick out of the load, a Texas death match between Hangman Page and Jon Moxley. Wow, this one could go any way, really, couldn't it? It makes sense with either guy winning. If Jon Moxley wins, we could get Hangman Page going back to his old drunk self and falling into the depression again. He could fall out with Dark Order. He could turn heel. We don't know. In the same respect, it also makes sense for Hangman to win. Let's put a nail in the coffin with this story because it has gone on a bit long. Regardless, it's been fantastic. Let's have Hangman win. They draw 2-2. That's it. Respect all around. Moxley can go off on that holiday he was supposed to have many moons ago and have Hangman in the push for the main title again. Regardless, this is the match I've got my eyes on the most. I feel like it's going to be an absolute bloodbath, but it's probably going to steal the show as well. Both men can go. Both men can handle death matches perfectly. And to be honest, Page has won every single Texas death match he has been in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. All in all, I'm going to pick Jon Moxley. I feel like the story coming out of it, if Moxley wins, is far better than just Page gets his win, moves up the card. For the AEW Women's Championship, we have Jamie Hayter putting her title on the line against Ruby Soho and Saraya. Ruby Soho is not winning this title. I can't see it at all. This has been a weird storyline. It's made no real sense. The whole, oh, whose side's Ruby going to be on? Oh, I'm going to be on this side with the title. Oh, cool. Let's be honest. Britt and Jamie turning face was perfect booking idea. Saraya and Toni Storm's story hasn't been that good. It's been very basic. It's felt like they're trying to do the Outsiders or the NWO again, and it's just not coming across as well. I could see Saraya winning this. I could see Toni throwing a curveball, having Saraya win, which would be unbelievable. I don't think she can hold her own against Ruby and Jamie. Regardless, she can still go. I don't think she's on that level where it'd be believable, but with a cheeky bit of shenanigans, you know how these things can all roll out. But my pick is Jamie Hayter. I feel like we're saving Jamie with the championship just in case Thunder Rosa returns or when they want to cash in on Britt turning on her. It'll be fantastic either way. I think it'll be a good match. I think it's still going to be left with a weird storyline in the undertones. And finally, we have the AEW Championship on the line in a 60-minute Iron match pitting champion MJF against Bryan Danielson. Oh, this could be a blinder. This could be an absolute belting match, or it could be Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart in a 60-minute Iron Man match where absolutely nothing happens. I feel like the way this is going to go is it's going to be 1-1 or 2-2 in the last couple of minutes. MJF's going to punt him in the balls, or there's going to be a diamond ring out and he's going to steal the win. I feel like it's to progress the story a little bit where MJF can get argued with that he still can't actually wrestle, but MJF's not dropping the title yet. MJF's probably going to hold it all the way to the last week of the year. A week after, we'll be in the bidding war of 2024. Will we see MJF back in the company, or will he be on his way to the WWE? We don't know. But Bryan doesn't feel like a credible threat this early on. If this was the rivalry towards the end of the reign, we might be thinking that Bryan is definitely winning here. The promo on Wednesday was fantastic. He said the F word on TV. MJF's coming away with a win here. It's not going to be clean. It's not going to be nice. And the most we can do is enjoy the match, I guess. So that'll do it. What do you think? Leave your predictions down in the comments. I'd love to see what you're going along with. If you're not following me on Twitter, please go and follow me at Koby Ting, because we'll be live tweeting throughout the whole of it. I'd like to discuss it with you guys. And I hope you all have a good AEW Revolution. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.